Who truly wears the crown of the king of the dancehall? Is it the iconic Beenie Man with his electrifying performances and timeless hits? Or the unstoppable Vybz Kartel, the lyrical genius redefining the genre even behind bars? Let's settle this dispute, my people, once and for all. Welcome to the ultimate showdown of dancehall royalty. The question is though, what really are the requirements for one to be called the king of the dancehall? Have you ever thought about that? Stay with me on this video. I am going to give you the requirements of what qualifies you to become the king of the dancehall, and then we're going to look at both gentlemen's slate. Look on their sheet, look on their profile, look on their biography, and see at the end of the video, you are going to be the judge who, out of Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel, is really the king of the dancehall. Very quickly, I am going to give you 10 criterias, all right, for one to be named if he has, done or accomplished these criterias to be named the king of the dancehall. Number one, you have to be a lyrical master. Okay? Lyrical mastery, they call it. Number two, you have to have stage presence. And this is the ability to captivate and command the crowd during live performances. Alright? You have to have energy, you have to have charisma and interaction with fans. Okay? So that is called stage presence. Number three, you have to have hit records. So your record have to be doing good worldwide on Billboard, etc., on the different charts around the world. Number four, you have to also have cultural difference. It's cultural influence, sorry. Right? So you have to have cultural influence. So it's not only in Jamaica, across different cultures, persons must know you, familiar with you, know your songs and all of that. Number five, you have to have longevity. Okay? Longevity. Sustained success over years or decades is vital. Right? You can't just do one song or two songs and you're popular today and tomorrow we don't hear nothing more about you. Okay? Number six, battle readiness. Because guess what? Dancehall is competitive. A king must have the ability to defend their title in lyrical clashes and sound clashes, a hallmark of dancehall culture. Alright, so you have to be ready for battle, because the fact that you're a king, others are going to come battling for that crown. Number seven, you have to have a global impact. So your song must be doing well globally. Expanding the dancehall music reach globally is important. A king should be recognized not only in Jamaica, but internationally. Number eight, you have to have a strong fan base. A strong and loyal fan base is key when you're the king of the dancehall. Number nine, versatility. You have to be versatile, and that is the ability to adapt to trends while maintaining authenticity, right? You have to ensure that you maintain relevance, okay, across different generations. So your thing must be spanning from maybe 10 years, 20 years, there about 30 years. Your name still have to be a household name. And number 10, one of the final criteria for one to be dubbed the king of the dancehall is your legacy. A true king of dancehall leaves an indelible mark on the genre, influences future artists and commenting their place in the music business. So you have to leave a legacy. Okay, so based on all those 10 criteria, who is it between Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel you would say is the current king of dancehall? Let's look at both gentlemen profile individually, and then we can make our decision as we come to the end of the video. So if you look on social media, people, The debate over whether Beenie Man or Vybz Kartel is the true king of the dancehall is one of the most polarizing topics in Jamaica music right now. Both artists have made monumental contributions to the genre. But guess what? Their approaches, legacies, and cultural impacts differ. Alright? So you have two different type of audience who goes for these two musicians or artists, right? And because it differs, it fuels an ongoing argument. But guess what? Here is a breakdown of each of these persons, alright? So why Beenie Man is considered king of the dancehall? Let's look at longevity in the industry. Beenie Man has been in the music business since the early 1980s and rose to international prominence in the 1990s. With hits like Who Am I, Sim Simma, Romy, and the king of the dancehall, he has delivered timeless classics. So that's longevity in the industry. Number two for Beenie Man, cultural representation. His music embodies the dancehall vibe, from party anthems to social commentaries. Right? Beenie Man's global presence, including Grammy wins and crossover appeal, has helped take dancehall to an international stage. For Beenie Man, again, you have performance and showmanship. Widely regarded as one of the best live performers in dancehall, Beenie Man's energy, charisma, and ability to control a crowd set him apart. The fourth thing about Beenie Man is self-proclaimed title. Beenie Man has long dubbed himself the king of the dancehall. So, for truth, it wasn't anybody really say that Beenie Man is the king of the dancehall. He has dubbed himself with that name, a claim many fans and critics accepted due to his dominance in the 1990s and early 2000s. So based on his dominance in those years, people accepted his proclaim when he proclaims that he is the king of the dancehall. Now let's just look at Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel, now in 2025, is considered the new king of the dancehall. Oh my God, listen to this. Number one for Vybz Kartel is his lyrical genius and innovation. Right? Vybz Kartel is known as the world boss. Vybz Kartel revolutionized dancehall with his unmatched lyrical creativity and storytelling. It's like Fever, Clarks, and Dancehall Hero commented his status, okay, as a pioneer. Number two for Vybz Kartel, cultural impact and influence. Okay, Kartel redefined the genre with his raw, unfiltered lyrics and street smart persona. His influence extends, okay, to setting trends in fashion, language, lifestyle. Okay, so when you check out it now, you look on the Clarks shoes, for example. I mean, from Vybz Kartel say Clarks, everybody say Clarks. From Vybz Kartel say kerchief, everybody say kerchief. From Vybz Kartel say bleach it, everybody say bleach it. Number three for Vybz Kartel, let's look at it. His prolific output. Even while incarcerated in 2011, Kartel continues to release hits, proving his resilience and dominance in dancehall. His unmatched work ethics keeps him relevant in the genre that values consistency. And that is true. If some persons were incarcerated for 13 years, they would have gotten discouraged and gave up. But this man remains, relevant and consistent. Number four for Vybz Kartel, global recognition among the youth. Kartel resonates deeply with younger audiences, especially for his ability to blend hardcore dancehall with modern beats and global appeal. Let's look at some key points of contention. Era and audience. This is important, and I wish you are still on the video to hear this part. Okay, listen what he said. Beenie Man ruled the 1990s and early 2000s, while Vybz Kartel dominated the late 2000s and beyond. Fans often base their preferences on which era they connect with more. Let's look at musical style. Beenie Man's music leans more towards the traditional dancehall sound, while Vybz Kartel blends hardcore dancehall with diverse influences. Let's look at legacy and innovation. Beenie Man is seen as the face of traditional dancehall royalty, whereas Kartel is regarded as a game changer who redefines the genre. Time for the verdict, my people. Ultimately, the title King of the Dancehall may depend on personal preferences and criteria. Alright? If longevity, live performances, and internationally acclaimed define the king, Beenie Man holds the crown. Listen that again. If longevity, live performances, and internationally acclaimed, if that is what defines the king of dancehall, Beenie Man holds the crown. If innovation, influence, and lyrical dominance are the matrix, then Vybz Kartel is the rightful king of dancehall. What do you say, my people? Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me if you believe Beenie Man is still the king of the dancehall, or if you believe Vybz Kartel is the king of the dancehall, the new king of the dancehall. Type in the comment section and let me know. Thanks for watching this video until the end. I hope you found it very informative. Kindly share it with someone. Press like on the video, and if you have not yet subscribed, kindly do so. Until our next video, take care.